Hi, my name is Cookie Miller, and I am the owner of Cookie Miller Coaching. We are a holistic weight loss and fitness company, and Monique is my lovely, lovely assistant who I should have hired a long, long time ago. So, about a year ago, my business coaches, Aaron and Jordan Duggar, were like, look, Cookie, you have got to hire an assistant. You need some help. I was really dragging my feet on this because this business is my baby. And I'm the type of person who did not want to give up my baby. I felt like only I could do things a certain way. Maybe someone else would come in and not really care about the business the way that I care about the business. So finally, 8 or 9 months after my coaches told me that I needed to actually hire someone, I met and hired Monique. Now, in order to tell you about Monique, I think it's important to tell you guys about what the hiring process was like. So I had received hundreds of applications. I'd done a job posting on LinkedIn, and I'd also done like a posting on Instagram. And I ended up meeting Monique on Clubhouse. And this girl, she is such a go-getter. I asked the question in a particular room that was about having a VA and things like that. And she was just able to really articulate herself well. And one thing that really came across from her was that she is somebody who really cares about women who are starting small businesses, who are working to really build something. And she was really bought into the idea of helping to build that. And that is something that I was really drawn to. The other thing is being someone in the fitness space, and especially someone who is dealing with people who have major weight loss goals. These are very like sensitive topics. I'm dealing with people's personal information and things like that, and wanting to be sure that I'm very careful about who I bring into the business. And Monique really was able to express that she also cares about those things, even just in the brief interaction that we had on Clubhouse. So we get to her interview process, and I'm just like, I knew from the moment that she showed up on camera, when we were doing our virtual interview, that I wanted her on my team. Now, I didn't quite show her that. I finished the rest of the interviews that I had to finish, but when it was time to, announce who I wanted to have for the position, there was no doubt in my mind that Monique was the right person. So yes, she has come in and she has done all the things, right? All the things that you would need an assistant to do. She is literally my right hand. And more importantly than that, she has done every single thing that I've asked her to do with such great care, such great attention to detail. She catches the things that I miss. And here I was thinking in the beginning of this process that I was the only one who was so tedious and meticulous about everything. But oh my gosh, this girl takes the cake. She catches everything that I miss. She makes all of my processes better. She always has new, innovative, great ideas and solutions. She does not come to me with a lot of problems, if problems at all. She always comes to me with solutions. And as a business owner who's very, very busy and is trying to scale my business, and that is something that is incredibly important to this process. In just a short amount of time that Monique has been working with me, there has not been one task that I've ever brought to her that she said, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. In fact, many times what happens is that I will give her a task. She will take the task on, come back with the whole thing completed with all the bells and whistles and a bow on top. And then we'll have a meeting and she'll just like casually say, by the way, I hadn't done this before, but I researched and found out how to do this and how to do that. And oh my gosh, I just love that about her. She doesn't make excuses about things. She just figures it out and gets things done. And I really appreciate that. So Monique, I want you to know that you are so valued and so appreciated on the CMC team. I know that you spend a lot of time behind the scenes, really working on learning more skills and bringing more value to the company. And I truly, truly appreciate that. So if you are a business owner out there and you're on the fence about hiring an assistant, maybe give it a little bit of thought. But if you are on the fence about specifically hiring Monique, you better do it right now, okay? Do it right now. The only thing that I regret is not hiring her sooner.